Welcome back here into Legacy Sports Center here in Brighton, Michigan for game number 3. That's right, game number 3 of this holiday pro-am. Legends FC, Detroit City FC coming your way on the Open Road Network right now. So welcome back here into Legacy Sports Center. My name's Jonathan Turner alongside my broadcast partner, Robert Kerr. Well, I just blew that one up pretty good. But it is Wednesday. It is 11 o'clock, and we are on our third game here today. Third game of the day is between Legends FC and Detroit City FC. We've already covered the first 2 games. Legends FC against CORKTOWN Hawks. That was a 2-2 draw. And then in the second game of this tournament, we had a 1-1 draw between the Rebels FC and the Detroit City FC. So a good game so far. Late goals coming in here so far, Robert. Both matches decided in the waning moments of those games.
Yeah, that game was pretty wild. Last moment, we were commenting on how Detroit was getting a little flat and fading a little bit. But Kenna White coming up with literally the last kick of that game. She tied it up. And I did receive a note that it was Kennedy Hyde who received that injury in that last game. So keep an eye on her. And we do have numbers for DCFC.
All right, we got numbers now. Nice. I want to remind everyone that today's live soccer coverage is presented by Kickstart Toddler Soccer. That's right, Kickstart Toddler Soccer with developmental programs from 18 months to 7 years of age. They have programs all across Metro Detroit, Flint, Oxford, Troy, Shelby Township, Fraser, and Livonia. For more information and to sign up for Winter Session 2, head over to kickstarttoddlersoccer.com today. As we're about to get things back underway here for game number 3 of this holiday tournament, the holiday classic, we can maybe start calling it. It's first annual, as we've talked to both coaches. Kevin Oakley, who's part of Legends FC, mentioned that this is something they want to do every single year here during the week between New Year's and Christmas and New Year's, as Legends FC will be in blue, in their blue kits, white shorts, white socks. They will be on the right side going to left, and Detroit City will be in their yellow and white kits. Some of the Northern Guard were here earlier in the match. And the last one is now Legends FC here. We'll cycle this back through their back line.
And the coach did say that we're okay to post that roster.
Fantastic. I want to say thank you very much. We appreciate you tuning in today, being a part of this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Share it with your friends and your family. If you don't, we're going to send Craig Hearn after you from We Are Soccer. He'll be joining us here hopefully momentarily. What we will say is there is a possibility, due to whatever it might be, that our stream might go down mid-game. If that does happen, just sit tight, go back. We'll have a new link available for you to watch the game. It has happened a couple times throughout today's matches, but just wanted to give you a heads up. It could happen. Be prepared, because we are. Because now here come Detroit City FC. Maybe some momentum off that their last late goal there to tie that game 1-1. Oh, perfect. I got screenshots. Yeah, we got pictures of the Northern. Yeah, I love it, man. Northern Guard, love them.
Yeah,
Ball
they
played in.
are here. We heard them stand up, and here's Strong, left footer.
Shot low, and it's blocked there by Detroit City FC's goalkeeper.
Yeah, we saw her on the left side, or actually, yeah, we saw her down the right in the first game. Stephanie Strong, number 4 in blue, got herself into a lot of good positions, and starting this next game similarly with a nice shot, but just right at the hands of the goalkeeper.
Detroit City's coached by Sam Perrine, and Legends FC's coached by Kevin Oakley. Now here comes City FC. Moves the ball out wide there to number 4. That's Kayla Buck. Kaylee Buck. Not Kayla. Now we have numbers and names. we're in trouble. We have to actually pronounce them right. We could just say number 4 earlier.
Here comes Legends up the right-hand side. Player hits the deck, no call. Still a chance at the top of the box. Can we find a pass? Number 5 gets on the ball. She's looking for a right-footed shot. Turns into a bit of a cross and skews out to the right for a harmless goal kick.
I was impressed with how that last game ended because again, Detroit City was for the most part for that last 15 minutes of that game were really flat. They had come on strong there after the injury, and I think it was to Kennedy, right? Who got injured. So they came on strong after that, and then they fell flat. And the Rebels had some opportunities. They got that goal, and then just again how flat they were playing, and they were able to get that strike from about 30 yards from goal. Caught Kayla Amlin flat-footed to score that goal.
Was it that far out? I knew it was a great long-distance effort, but yeah, from downtown and literally the last kick of the game, they gave each other high fives, came back to the center dot, and the referee blew his whistle. So pretty impressive there. 2 late goals in the first 2 games. Let's see what this third game has in store. Here comes the Legends in blue. Number 6 dribbles up top of the box, looks for her teammate, but the Detroit City FC defense cuts that out well. Looking to spin out of trouble. The pass gets its way up to number 2, Kenna White. And she finds the trusty right back, number 24, Gabby Tremonti, who plays at Dayton University.
We're going to welcome in Craig Hearn here in a second. I want to make sure we can hear him. I need to do a sound check or anything, but go ahead and talk in.
Can you hear me?
Let's play around with it here. Get it going here. Go ahead.
How about now?
Nope, can't hear you. But we'll let me work through this here. Hang on here. Get this one here. Switch it up. Can you hear him, Robert? No, not working here. Hang on.
Goal kick here for Legends
How about now?
FC.
No. Sound. Well, I tried with this new other system, but it didn't work. So, all right. Well, it's okay. You can hear us, though, can't you? Perfect. So what we'll do is you can talk. I'll get you my microphone. But first off, I think it's important to talk about what We Are Soccer is, and really what it means to be doing this each and every week here on YouTube and what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. So We Are Soccer's a weekly podcast. We go live every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Talking about local soccer, pro soccer from around the world. Anything, if it has to do with soccer, we're talking about it. We just love talking about soccer. We're happy to be out here today supporting this event. Personally, out here just watching soccer, having a little bit of fun, and looking to see some of these players and see how they're getting after it a little bit. There's been some really good soccer so far. I'm really liking the way Detroit City FC is controlling the game here. Haven't really had too much on the offensive third, but they're doing a nice job in the middle of the field so far.
Yeah, it has been a really good time here so far. Better than the average Wednesday, I'd say.
Yes.
Yeah, Jonathan said that he had a funny term for that week in between Christmas and New Year's, but I think we'll just call this the holiday season.
Exactly. The holiday season. It's where it brings out the most and the best soccer, in my opinion.
Yeah, we spent the day on Sunday watching lots of Premier League action down at the field house. Looks like there's a handful of members of Northern Guard here, and that shows some dedication. This is an off-season exhibition, and they're out here.
Yeah, I mean, we all know the Northern Guard for Detroit City FC is very dedicated, and they're proving it today. You know, these are just friendly matches, and they're still out here. There's still a good showing, good handful, dozen of them out here. And they follow the team wherever they go. So whether it's women's or men's, it's great to see. Such a cool group, and they do a lot for the community as well. Don't just think it's Detroit City FC. The supporters group is by themselves, and they do a lot of good stuff for the community.
Legends FC building up an attack here down the right-hand side. Cross goes into the box. Oh,
off
the
the post.
Goes off the post there. The first big chance of this third game of the day. I think the woodwork might be the busiest player on the field here today.
Well, I feel like maybe when Kevin Oakley was staying at the field here this morning, when he was pulling the carts or the goals around with a golf cart, I figured he did this on purpose because that crossbar on the far side, the goalpost on the far side has been hit, I think, at least 3 times so far today, that one post. So I think he did it on purpose.
I thought you were saying he was like adding some thickness to it or something. But yeah, that was great play from Legends. They one of the better combinations. Lots of players got involved in that attack, which ended up in a great cross right that was deflected at the near post, and then it clanked off that near post. So very nearly an early goal here, but we remain at 0-0 in Game 3 here in Brighton.
Want to remind everyone, if you're watching and tuning in right now, we appreciate it. This game is brought to you by Kickstart Toddler Soccer, developmental soccer from 18 months to 7 years of age. They grow you at a very young age in the game of soccer. Very fun games, energetic games, and I know that they've got a great crew there with Kelly and Frank Shadowski at the helm. I know you mentioned before, Robert, that you've been a part of that program as far as being an instructor. So a very important age group to get kids excited and the fundamentals of soccer.
Yeah, and that early couple age groups, the parents and the kids do it together, and that not only familiarizes them, gets their foot on the ball, and they kind of learn the mechanics, but also teaches like the parents how to play along with the kids too. And then I'm a big believer, a lot of the work that goes into becoming a quality player, at least at a young age, is playing at home and playing with your parents and your friends. So not only do we get the ball at the kids' feet early, but also playing with your parents as well.
Now, do they have like an instructional course for parents on how to be good parents at games, or is that part of the process?
I don't know if that falls into the.
It doesn't fall into. It doesn't fall into. I think it should. I think. Hey, Kickstart, if you're watching and listening to this right now, I think you should start off and branch off an instructional, 2-hour seminar for parents, on how to be good parents in soccer games.
The program now, parents, you now have to know how to be a well-trained,
a good steward of the game of soccer. Because the problem is as much as we love it, the players as a whole, I think players just want to play soccer. I think players just want, the 10 best players and their kid on the field. Right? That's what I want as a parent, right? I want the 10 best players and then my son or daughter. I don't want them on the bench. Right? So I can see why people can get upset about that. But either way, Kickstart Toddler Soccer programs for parents and kids, mainly kids.
Oh,
good ball.
Strong up again on the left wing. She's got 2 runners in the box. Right-footed, low cross.
Oh, that might find it. Does. That's a great build up there.
Legends FC. I think that is Allison Thielen with the finish. What a great run by Strong up the left. I'm not sure who found her with that pass, but it was excellent pass. Got that all going. Low, hard cross to the penalty spot, and a nice chipped finish. What did you call that? A chip or a dink?
Oh yeah, nice little flicker. A flicker. But I was going to say this is that in the first game we saw Strong on the right hand side, and today we see her on this game we're seeing on the left side. And so far in this match, she's been the dominant force. That ball came, by the way, from number 14. I think it's La Speranza.
Yes, Justina La Speranza. Good shout. From Heartland, Michigan, with the great leading pass to Strong. They got that whole move rolling for
And I know if you guys we don't have the ability to give you instant replays, so I do apologize. The nice thing about YouTube is we can go back, which you can't necessarily do. Well, you can do that on your TV too, can't you? But I'm thinking about that. But oh, by the way, we got a nice little gift for you there, Craig. There's a scarf there from the Rebels, so you got yourself a little scarf put on your back wall. You're welcome. It's not from me. It's from Robert Brinkman, head coach of the Rebels, who just played DCFC to that 1-1 draw here in that second game. We are in this third game of this 6-game set. Coming up next at 12:15. Well, we're behind schedule a little bit here today, but that's just because of injuries and things like that.
Right-footed shot blocked down on the edge of the box.
Yeah, coming up here in the fourth game will be Corktown Hawks versus Rebels FC. That's your game coming up here at 12:15 is the scheduled time, but because of delays and injuries, we'll probably closer to 12:30.
I feel like Legends look a lot sharper in this game than they did in the first. Obviously, we had a 9 a.m. start, so maybe we're warming up the legs still.
Look at that.
And there was another chance. Great service from the right-hand side. Got a header on it in the middle, but luckily for the Detroit City goalie, she was positioned well and was able to make an easy grab.
Yeah, honestly, I think about it too, though, is like, that 9 o'clock, these first two games for these teams, it was like lack of better terms, it was a warm-up. So we're going to see, I think, much better play in that second game. And I would actually probably more likely see a dip in play in that third game. Just based on what, we can see. So my guess is there'll be a burst of energy. Legends had a break, too. DCFC, they had some momentum, so they might come a little more flat towards the end of this game as well. But we'll have to see. But we'll see DFC, I think, late as the last game of the afternoon as they play Corktown, which would be a really good game between Corktown and DFC in that final matchup here at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and going back to the summer, I'm curious to see this game because Corktown and Detroit definitely had some pretty intense matchups throughout the summer, so I'll be interested to see that. But, yeah, it might be tough on them at the third game. That third hour of playing in the day might be tricky on their legs. But Legends looking very sharp here in their second game of the day.
DCFC now in transition on the counter out wide.
Number 25,